And it was the scariest thing ever to have your baby in your arms, you know, having a seizure, and he's coherent. He knows what's going on, but he can't control it. And he's just screaming my name, and it's just, oh man, just never felt so helpless. He was a normal kid up until 18 months. He started having they looked like gagging reflexes, so he would always just grab his throat. We would take him into the ER. They'd be like, we can't find anything wrong. And then within the next couple weeks, he started having seizures. He's never had a seizure in his life, and he would just collapse.
First came seizures, and then he stopped eating, and then he stopped sitting, and then stopped answering when we called his name, and then he just deteriorated from there.
They kept saying he had epilepsy, and we just knew that wasn't it. He lost a third of his body weight, and at that time, he's only 20-some pounds.
We were at a hospital closer to home, and then ended up getting life-flighted here to Iowa City. When we first got here, they came and got Enzo, got him situated, put on IVs, and we had a neurologist come in, Dr. Matthews. She actually just looked at Enzo for about 10 minutes and told me that she thinks he has what's called anti-NMDA receptor encephalitis. It was a pretty new illness, which was only founded in 2007. And he got diagnosed in 2012. Anti-NMDA receptor encephalitis basically is his immune system attacking his brain. Before Enzo got sick, he probably had a regular normal cold like any other kid. What the doctors think is after he became better with no symptoms, his body thought it was still fighting something. It had nothing to fight off, so instead it started attacking the receptors in his brain.
Anti-NMDA receptor encephalitis is super rare. Your immune system is attacking the brain. It scrambles your brain. Enzo was just a toddler at that time, just starting to put words together, so he couldn't walk anymore, he couldn't talk anymore. As soon as Enzo got diagnosed, we knew what we were dealing with. We had a game plan. We knew what kind of treatments to try, what worked, what didn't work. At first, it was hardcore steroids, and then aggressive forms of chemo. We did a weaker form of chemo, and then we just started doing the IVIG and hardcore steroid treatments, and his body seemed to respond really well to that.
So the recovery for this illness is a pretty long journey. As rare as this illness is, 1 in a million, normally this illness would happen to girls, and there's always a tumor involved with it. Enzo was a child, no tumors found. Normally for someone who gets this illness, their prognosis is about 80-90%. They'll be back to normal within the first year. Within the first year, Enzo didn't get back to normal, so they thought he was gonna be in his wheelchair for the rest of his life, wouldn't be able to do anything on his own, but he's proved them wrong. Every day we see improvement, little at a time. Being able to see Enzo walk again was probably one of the best days of my life. He kind of just popped up and took off, and it was a shocker to everybody. And from then on, he's starting to run now.
They treat the person, not the disease. Each person is different. They gotta find different ways, different methods to treat these individuals. Enzo actually has his own hashtag. It's Enzo the Fighter, because he just doesn't stop. He teaches you how to persevere through horrible things, man. It's amazing. He's amazing.